Someone who does know what it takes to compete at the highest level is Enes Kanter. Freedom is a former NBA player and human rights activist and joins us now. It's great to have you here. So President Trump said that he really wanted to go see this game. Where do you stand on this, Trump Hochul and the Trump being a big basketball fan?
I mean, first, I was actually watching President Trump's clip probably from like 15, 20 years ago. He was attending the Lakers against the Knicks game, and he came to watch Kobe, but Kobe wasn't playing that game. But I mean, I heard about the comment from, Governor Hochul. What an unnecessary comment. Like, Knicks fans are excited. The whole state are excited. Finally, Knicks in the finals after, 26 years.
Yeah.
And to be a governor making comments like that is just unnecessary. You actually need to just bring people together, not divide it. So you shouldn't be, weaponize supports to divide people even more.
Well, pushing politics into something that has nothing to do with politics.
People just wants to have fun. People just wants to, watch the Knicks win. It's going to be an exciting time for the whole state, for America, actually. But just making comments like that is just unnecessary. Like, what are you doing?
Well, I mean, first of all, any self-respecting Knicks fan knows they haven't won since the 70s. And I would say any long-suffering Knicks fan knows that Michael Jordan was in the middle of three-peats, sending Charles Oakley and Charles Smith and John Starks home every single year. But look, obviously many people know you played in the NBA, but people also know your commitment to freedom around the world. As you look at what's happening in Iran now, so many innocent civilians killed, what's left of the Iranian regime now resisting the peace efforts being initiated by the Trump administration. How do you look at it, your global perspective in your travels for freedom?
Right. Obviously, everybody knows my whole life. I dedicated pretty much my family and my whole career to fight against dictatorships. And I think the people of Iran was just sick and tired of the mullah regime over there. As an activist, I just want people to, stop getting hurt, especially innocent people, because people behind the table are the one that giving the orders, but the innocent people on the streets are the one that gets hurt. So I just want peace. I just hope that President Trump can bring peace in Middle East. But again, I'm just hoping that innocent people will start getting hurt.
A lot of times we see athletes kind of turning the opposite direction. And even in the Olympics, we saw some American athletes that were propping up, the Chinese government. But you seem to be using your skills, your fame, for a purpose to help others. I
mean, I want to be the voice of all those innocent people out there who don't have a voice. I believe that God given me this, amazing platform. So I'm trying to use it to bring peace and love into this world. I think, freedom, that's what we need the most. And also, I think as an athlete, people should, speak up more, because, we have a big voice and we have to be educated in our society, because now with all the social medias and apps and everything, all these kids are watching us and idolizing us. So I feel like we definitely need to do whatever we can to talk about the importance of freedom and how fragile it is.
You've done extensive work trying to fight for freedom in Turkey. Certainly we know the atrocities that have been committed in China to the Uyghurs, and it just extends on. Talk to us a little bit about how critical it is for America to remain a beacon of freedom and positive discourse for all those people around the world that are quite literally fighting for their lives in the name of freedom.
Of course. I mean, first of all, when it comes to China, many people are asking me actually throughout all these events, like, I'm not an NBA player, I don't have millions of followers, what can I do? It's very simple, actually. When you pick up an item, it says made in China, put it down. Made in America, way better quality, is actually feels better. I think, we have a lot of problems that are happening in our country, and we got to do whatever we can to just tell people the importance of, freedom, how fragile it is, because I see so many, young people are now taking it for granted. I mean, you see, if America falls down, next one on the line is China. So we got to do whatever we can to just fight against this communist regime and do whatever we can to just to bring freedom throughout the world.
Yeah, our problems, first world problems, and people don't really remember that a lot of the time. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
Best of luck in your endeavors to
so
promote
much.
freedom
Thank
for
you.
everyone.
Information. Truth is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.